Anthony and Jared and the leadership of the Assembly if they have something to add.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are shocked beyond words by the reckless statements as advanced by Kahiga. We all know that he revels in death because he's a beneficiary of death. Without the death of Dr. Gakuru, Kahiga would be nobody and would be nothing. So anything touching on death, he seems to take great pleasure out of. But as a community, we just want to remind him, because his memory is so short, that we have been out of government since time immemorial, but we've always been here. The only government that has given us full recognition is this of President William Samoei Ruto. And as my chair has ably said, the line has been drawn. We will not seek any friendship with Gachagua and his surrogates, because again, we are privy to a meeting that was held yesterday between Gachagua, Kahiga, and some of their ilk that came up with the deliberations to have that statement made as it was. As a community, we have absolutely no problem with our Kikuyu brothers and sisters. We marry them, we work with them, we associate with them. We've got friends all across the Mount Kenya region. But Kahiga and Gachagua, as we go into our next elections, Baba put us into this government, and we have to make that very clear. And this government, we shall stay. Anybody harboring any ambition of approaching us, time is long gone. We are not ready for any further association, any further negotiation, but with this government. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I also want to join my friends in condemning the words of Governor Kahiga as primitive and uncalled for. You will recall that Gachagua, and I agree with our governor here when he says that the owner of this dog, and permit me for using that word, is Rigathi Gachagua himself. So we must place this filth at the doorsteps of Honorable Rigathi Gachagua. You will recall that Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, during the time that he was deputy president, made it his sole purpose to pursue Raila Odinga, saying that he would encircle State House and make sure that Raila does not step into State House. He has continued to pursue Raila in his death. This we will not accept. We will not accept this because Governor Rigathi Gachagua himself was a beneficiary. The Constitution 2010, in which he stepped in as deputy president, was as a result of the sweat and blood of Raila Amolo Odinga. Same to the governor of Nyeri County. So we are saying here today that the president and the people of Nyanza should be proud. They should not be made to feel ashamed for any affirmative action that is extended to the people of any region. The people of a particular region who have benefited over the years as a result of skewed application of resources should allow the Constitution, which is under Article 10, to benefit and to be equalized. These are principles, foundational principles under the Constitution. They talk about the question of equity, they talk about the question of equalization and affirmative action. So whatever it is that the people of this region and the people of any other region benefit from as a result of trying to be equalized is not something that people should be ashamed of. And to use this to try to mock a person who has suffered for this country at a time that he has died is extreme. We condemn it in the strongest possible terms.
I want to associate myself completely with the remarks that were made. I want to condemn in the strongest terms possible the reckless statement by Governor Kahiga. And I want to say that not even the words alone, but the people who are supporting Kahiga and his team, clapping and cheering on his statements, that is very reckless. I want to say that I want to associate this one to somebody who talked about a farmer who died, and the baboons and the monkeys were clapping and cheering that finally the person who has been chasing us away from the farm is dead. Please, watch your statements. Very soon you will understand that the same farmer that you are cheering that is dead is the person who prepared or planted the crops that you are going to benefit from. Kahiga, you are a beneficiary of devolution. And not a single Kenyan do not understand that the pioneer of devolution is Raila Amolo Odinga. So you should be the last person to be happy or to cheer when we have lost Raila Amolo Odinga, who is the father of devolution. I call upon our friends in Mount Kenya, please, desist from associating yourselves with the likes of Gachagua and the likes of Kahiga. You are going to be misled. You are going to be misled, and I want to stand with our chairperson that we call upon the Council of Governors that please support that motion. Support that motion. We do not want Kahiga to be the deputy vice chair of the Council of Governors. You cannot be misleading the country and still you purport to be leading us in the Council of Governors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency and members of the press. As the chair of ODM in this, as the vice chair of ODM in this region, I want to associate my sentiments with the statements made by my chair, Governor Gladys Wanga, and the colleagues, members of parliament. I want to say that as ODM members in this region, we want to urge our members to stay calm as we approach this issue in a sober mind. We heard yesterday that Gachagua and his team were supposed to pay homage to the home of Raila Amolo Odinga. We urge Gachagua, never, never, don't step in Bondo. Don't step in Bondo, as your statements are not very, very friendly to us as ODM. Otherwise, I urge our members to stay calm.